All right, we're going to do a quick review of the week of August 1st to August 5th of the morning price action on the NASDAQ with AbleTrend charts. Kind of take a look at what I did this week a little bit also. So here we are, Monday, August 1st. Right at market open, we had a 3-minute, 2-minute sell. This dropped down and gave us a 1-minute sell signal. And so we'd be short right here at around 876. This thing dropped down almost 25 points, right at 25 points or so, and then quickly reversed as it likes to do right at the open. So it would have been stopped out up in this area. And then moving along, got rejected a little bit, and then price closed above this resistance level for an entry right here. Full confirmation came right here. As I mentioned earlier on other videos, if we're 1 minute away from that confirmation on the 3-minute, I like to jump on that one. Wouldn't jump here. It's a little too soon. If we're 1 minute away, I'm comfortable taking that risk and jumping in right here. So long around 929 or so. I don't have it pulled up right here, but the 15-minute resistance level was right here, and we were coming right up against that. And so I took a 1R profit, 25 points in this area. I just didn't want it to come all the way back, especially with support all the way down here. Obviously, hindsight, wish I wouldn't have done that, but in the moment, I made that decision, going right up against the 15-minute resistance, long way back down to the 1-minute support. I took off 1R. I had a 25-point stop loss, and so I took 25 points on that one right there. Obviously, it ran all the way up to a high of 0.30. There's some news that came out right here that caused that crazy bar. So anyways, next trade would be right here at sweet spot right there. We got the blue oscillator, blue bar tested right there. So it'll be long at about 38.50. As you can see, was stopped out. I put my stop a couple points beneath that bar. Probably should have let it breathe a little bit more, but that trade didn't work out too well anyways. Next trade right here, long at 0.20, 0.21. Came down less than 10 points. So that's why, you want to be a little more generous with your stop, especially on a shorter bar. So long at 0.21. I think I was trading a little scared right here. Once this bar pulled back quite a bit. Actually, no, that's what happened. So I had a 50-point profit target out here that was, I think, up in this area. And so when I saw price getting pretty close to it, I locked in 1R. Price didn't make it to it, and so I was stopped out for another one of those 25-point trades. Obviously, looking at this now, hindsight, would have loved to stay in it, would have hit my 50-point profit target. Long at 0.21, and then following AbleTrend guidelines, would have been stopped out around, let's call it 0.81. So it's a good 60 points right there. So that was, Monday was a good day on AbleTrend charts, except for that very initial stop out. Going along to Tuesday the 2nd. Really crazy long bars. I did not jump in. I avoided all of this. But this is a valid entry on the 631 bar. We had 3-minute, 2-minute printing, blue bar, blue oscillator. 1 minute was printing also, and we closed just above the support level. So it'd be long, probably get filled around 866. Didn't even go 10 points against you. Launched up to just in 1 minute, about 30 points. Pulled back again, and then continued higher. Get a 50-point profit target out there. That definitely would have been hit within a couple minutes. But following AbleTrend guidelines, 866, and then probably stopped out around here for 30 points or so. But risky trade. And then once price got all the way up, extended up here, ran 30 points in 1 minute, I decided to sit on my hands. So it is what it is. Next trade came in right here. Came down, tested support, broke through here, full confirmation right here, and we closed beneath the 3-minute support level, so short at 868. This thing came all the way down, almost to my 50-point profit target. Did a similar thing as I did like I mentioned previously, locked in 1R, 25 points, and it obviously completely retraced back. That was another quick trade. I thought we were just gonna just fall out of bed, but we didn't. Next trade came in right here. Again, probably should have let this breathe a little bit more, but I had 25 point profit stop loss on this one and just got ticked out, like literally the tick to the tick. That was a very painful one. Is what it is though. So it would be long around 941, and then your stop would be around here at 19 or so, and that's literally exactly where I got ticked out. That sucked, but it is what it is. That thing ran up nicely though. It got up to a high of 13,000. Next entry came right here. That was another quick stop out. That was about a 15-point loss there. Next entry came in right here once we got confirmation of the 2-minute. I waited a second and jumped in mid-bar right here. Got a better entry than maybe going right at bar open. But technically it would be long at 987. Bounced around quite a bit. If you had a tight stop loss, you might have been ticked out. I had it down here at the support levels, which about 20 points or so. Another similar thing, I saw some weakness right here, and I just took it off for 20. I think it was about 25 points. Obviously, if I would have let it breathe, it would have been a lot more profitable, and that's probably the story of the week for me. Would have been stopped out eventually down in this area around 061. Moving right along, trying to go fast through this. Another market open long on Wednesday the 3rd. Should have been long here. Once we got full confirmation, long at 033. That thing ran up to 89.5, maybe 90, and then retraced. Would have been stopped out down in here if you used a 2 white bar exit. Next entry came in right here. This is another one of those quick stop outs. I had 2 of those this week where I probably could have let it breathe a little bit more, used more of like a 20-point stop loss. I did a couple points underneath the entry bar, and that did not work out in my favor. So that was a stop out for me. Took a little something right here. I was quick to take profit on this long bar, but it was a valid entry. In real time, this was a blue oscillator. Now, looking back, this one's blue oscillator. Regardless, long at 143, and I think I locked in 15 points or so on that one. And then a late morning trade, for me at least, late morning. Once we got confirmation on the 2-minute, I was long right here at 141. I think I got a couple points beneath that bar. It's about a 15-point stop loss or so. This thing ran up somewhat nicely along at 141, and then I think I locked in 25 points on that one. It was kind of a good little trend there throughout the morning. Moved along to Thursday the 4th. This day was brutal. This was the worst day of the week. It kind of derailed most of my week, to be honest. But yeah, it was just brutal. So as you see, long here, no follow through, stopped out. In hindsight, yeah, maybe could have not taken that trade. Pretty far away from support levels, long bar. But it was full confirmation. You got to take it. So full stop out there. This one ran about a little more than 25 points before it reversed, stopped out. This one was a quick reversal, stopped out. I mean, just brutal morning, 3 in a row. You don't typically see that. If you see 2, typically like that third one is going to run a little bit. Not the case on this day, but got a little bit of a run here. About 50 points, I think, was this trade. Short around 253. This thing got to a low of 184, but maybe 30 points there. But if you follow AbleTrend guidelines, so that was the only runner of the day that maybe made up for one or of these stop outs, maybe 1.5 of these stop outs, but that was the story of the morning. I stopped trading after this. I was done. Kind of hit my personal max loss for the day and didn't want to endure more. So last day of the week, Friday, which was this morning, started off kind of similar to the way yesterday was going. where are we? So market open right here. We're going right up into resistance levels. I waited for full confirmation, which came here, and I was long at 97.5. Went up a little more than 10 points and then quickly reversed, and I was stopped out down in this area for about 25 point stop out. Sweet spot right here. Didn't like how impulsive this move was, how we jumped up. And so I was quick to lock in some profit once I had it. So I locked in 10 points there and made a little bit back from that first loss. This was the missed trade of the day. This thing would be long around 225, let's call it 226, went against you 12 points or so, and then ran to a high of about 310. Two white bar exit would have had you out around 278. So that was a good one. That was a good 50-point run there using AbleTrend guidelines. I did not take it because I just did not like this big impulsive move. I mean, we were chopping around here. If this bar right here, gave us the buy signal, 100% would have been in. But I just didn't like how had these somewhat shorter bars, and all of a sudden we had I think it was, about what is that, a 40-point bar. So I skipped that one. Obviously wish I would have taken that, but I did get a nice trade here. I locked in 50 points short. I like this. It's a weird setup when we have so many white bars. I mean, we had a little over 20 minutes worth of just white bars despite trending downwards. We got full confirmation with the 1, 2, and 3, but white bars. I've seen this set up quite a bit where once we finally get that red bar, we do continue to run a good 50 points or so. And that's what happened here. So I waited patiently until we got that red bar short at 145. I had a 50-point profit target out there and hit that right here at 0.95. Went another 10 points and then quickly reversed. So that was a good decision on that trade to have the 50-point profit target, but you don't know that going into it. Could have easily ran further. There was this big old fractal right here. Was kind of the low of the morning session, pre-market session, I should say. And so I was optimistic about that getting hit, and then I would fall out of bed to hit that profit target. It did that, but then quickly reversed. I thought we'd maybe continue down a little bit more, but that was a pretty sizable drop right there. And that was it. So Friday was a good day. I unfortunately missed this nice little long right there. Definitely made up for the day prior. But yeah, that was the week of August 1st through August 5th. So day. Thursday really derailed the week for me, unfortunately, with the choppiness. Well, cheers. Have a good weekend.